What's good, YouTube? What's good, Con Crew? We're back with another Harry Mack React, and I'm back in this chair after a 2-week vacation. The channel's been quiet, I know, but we're here, we're back, and we're gonna get to it. We're here for Harry Mack's Soulilloquies EP. I actually have not listened to this at all. This is my first reaction, or first listen. I haven't done a first listen Harry Mack video in... I don't even know when. Honestly, it was probably one of the late Gorilla Bars. The later Gorilla Bars was my last first listen Harry Mack reaction, potentially. But regardless, we're back. And I'm curious to see what he did with this. I have seen the comments in the videos, so I know people really fuck with it. I know from just talking to him and seeing just the chat. For those who don't know, the reason why it's not my first listen for these reactions or breakdowns, I like to call them, is because I work with the man and I curate the orders of Amigo Bars, Gorilla Bars. So I watched the raw, unedited clips beforehand once before doing these breakdowns, which are generally my second time, and in some cases third time listening to it if I couldn't get to the reaction or whatever. But this is my first time listening to this, and I know that it's like deeper. He got into more deeper topics just from the description alone. You guys should read the description if you haven't. He talks about the process and how he's obsessed with the process of how his, influences and big artists make their records. So let me just pull up the description right here, actually. Like he talks about Nas, New York State of Mind did one take with his whole crew. Or how Slum Village laid down all the vocals for Fantastic Volume 1 to just a click track. And he talks about the importance of the process, of his process, and how he practices and how he makes records, or how he wants to make records and all this. And so I just know this is more meaningful. This is a deeper set of freestyles or songs at this point, because with Harry Mack it's not different. So I'm super pumped to get to this. I haven't listened to it. I just want to say shouts out to all y'all. I know I haven't done the Amigo Bars 55 reaction either. That's gonna come in a couple days. Stranger Flows 18, I think we're on, is dropping tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. But after this long ass introduction, let's get to the EP, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2.
That Kigoran? This beat is familiar. This beat is familiar. Just off my own freestyle playlists, or just listening to that Kigoran. This beat, so smooth, so smooth. I didn't know which beats he chose either, so everything here is new. All verses improvised off top in one continuous take with spaces left for chorus. This little text is the only thing that's not new for me. I've seen that. And what this means to me is like off top, one continuous take, chorus pre-composed in my head. So he just freestyled the verses. I don't know exactly if he freestyled just straight through and then cut the verses afterwards, or if he actually freestyled the verses separately. But he says in one continuous take, so I'm guessing he just freestyled a verse, stopped, waited for the chorus or whatever. Or maybe he even improvised the chorus in that one take, but swapped it back in when he locked down the chorus. That's what I would assume happened. But anyway.
1, 2, 1, 2, yeah.
Gotta ask him.
This one is for those times you're just not feeling it, No matter what you try to do, man, you can't push through it. Listen.
Getting vulnerable.
Yeah. Come on. Some days I don't want to get going. I don't want to make beats. I don't want to be flowing. Why? I'm not knowing. Sometimes it just happens. Feel like staying in my bed. I ain't trying to take action.
Staying in my bed. I ain't trying to take... He's just... Right now, he's just talking... He's getting deep. And he's gotten deep into these topics before on his... wherever, happy hours, Amigo Bars, wherever. But this is the first time that it's coming straight from him. Like the idea to even go to these places is on him. So that kind of lets you know where his mind state is at. Maybe not overall, but at least during this session, when he sat down, thought of an EP, thought of a concept, where is his mind at? Like, to decide to go to a more vulnerable, deep place does tell you where the artist is at in that, and this is for any artist, not just Harry Mack. It's something I like to think about. But it's interesting to me, the decision to go this route right now just shows, and obviously with the description and everything else, you can piece together maybe his current thoughts of what's going on.
Damn, I know the seconds of my life is passing by, and now I wanna jump on them, I wonder why. Is it wrong side of the bed? Yeah, only thing I'm hearing now inside of my head is those negative voices talking loud, like give up now, you ain't killing shit, no reason to be proud, no one's fucking with your style. Damn, this shit is wild, I don't need this bullshit up on my profile, wanna let go, but I can't seem to shake it, feeling vulnerable like I'm exposed but naked. I ain't.
First of all, it's interesting to me because whenever he went into these topics, for me, how I thought about it was that these were thoughts that he had, right? These were things that he went through and got past to where he is now, where he's freestyling and doing what he wants. But it seems to, just from the freestyle and what he's conveying here, it's like he's still going, he's still having these thoughts. Right? It's not daily, or maybe not even that frequently, but those days do hit a little harder, and he wanted to lay it down in these verses. But it's interesting to me that where he's at right now, and just his general vibe too, just his general vibe, what he conveys not only to the public but like what he conveys in private too. He's like an upbeat, happy guy, like almost all the time. So it's very interesting to take a look deeper into what's going on. Just talking about, you know, and everyone has these days too. It's not, you could be happy as hell. You could be doing exactly what you want, doing your dreams, living your dreams, but you know, those days still come. Those days still come. So it's let's get it.
I'm exposed but naked. I ain't winning, hardly making do. Maybe this is part of the struggle all the greats go through. Yeah.
I've been feeling lost, I don't know why. Don't wanna look, I wanna close my eyes. Seconds of my life rolling by. Maybe if I take a step, then I'm gonna be fine. I've been feeling lost, I don't know why. Don't wanna look, I wanna close my eyes. Seconds of my life rolling by. Maybe if I take a step, then I'm gonna be fine.
Getting in with the singing too. Okay, bringing out the I've been lost and I don't know why. Come on, let's run that back.
Been lost, I don't know why. Don't wanna look, I wanna close my eyes. Seconds of my life rolling by. Maybe if I take a step, then I'm gonna be.
Also, so I this is what we do. We break down everything, and every thought that comes into my mind is gonna go on the video. So shouts out to y'all for tuning in. But there's a lot of comments on this video. Like I said, I've been reading comments, trying to skip quickly if there was any bar breakdown, so I didn't cheat. But there's this vibe in the comments saying, "Oh, you should have someone else to sing it, the hook, or you know, you should have a girl or R&B singer or whatever." And you know that I don't think it's coming from a like negative place, those comments generally, because you know it could work, but also I do think there's a vulnerability to what he's talking about right now, right? And showing a different side, like the singing side, makes sense. And it's not, it's good. It's kind of catchy too. I've been lost, I don't know why. Like the melody's kind of dope too. But I do think, you know, there's a time and place for things. And right now with what he was doing in this song particularly, and I'm guessing Soulilloquies, there's gonna be a theme over this. So I just wanted to address those comments.
Yeah, working against myself like it's treason. But what's the reason? My attitude is on cold freezing. Feel like the Arctic. I used to wake up, pack a bowl, and then I'd spark it. But that interfered with me being the...
You know what's the attitude, but altitude also? Arctic is down, but altitude is up. So North Pole, cold freeze. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but that's where my mind went.
I used to wake up, pack a bowl, and then I'd spark it. But that interfered with me being the artist. Had to let go of all the self-medication, and now it feels like I'm drifting close to devastation. Yeah, maybe I should try to hit a meditation. Hard to focus on my breathing. Damn, this don't feel pain relieving. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to be in the moment when the moment got you not feeling yourself. Hard to own it.
Hard to own it. Hard to own it. He's about to wrap that thought off there. It's hard to be in the moment when the moment got you not feeling like yourself, or however he said it. That's fire. That's fire. But being in the moment is about understanding that those times exist too. Those moments exist too. And they're just as valuable, if not more valuable. I I wouldn't say if not. I think every moment should be treated equal, right? That's the ideal state. But it's hard to be in the moment when the moment's hard, right? And that's dope. And he's still again talking about putting the weed down. I used to pack a bowl every day, but I put it down, but now it feels like I'm leading closer to devastation. Maybe I should try some meditation, but it's hard to be in the moment. Like the way he's linking all these thoughts to, it's just his own story of what's going on in his mind. And it's interesting that these still might be current thoughts that come and go for him.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to be in the moment when the moment got you not feeling yourself. Hard to own it. Yeah, I wish that I could find a way to exit. These thoughts up in my mind are way too reckless, way too hectic. Checking shit off my checklist. Damn, sometimes this stress shit, it starts to get infectious. It's taking over everything. It's hard for me to see. Someone tell me how to get free. Yo, what it be? Come on.
First of all, he went from exit to checklist, check shit off it. It's infectious. That rhyme scheme that he hopped on was insane, and in the message he was conveying too. That's crazy.
These thoughts up in my mind are way too reckless, way too hectic. Checking shit off my checklist.
Way too hectic. Checking shit off my checklist.
Damn, sometimes this stress shit, it starts to get infectious. It's taking over everything. It's hard for me to see. Someone tell me how to get free. Yo, what it be? Come on.
I've been feeling lost, I don't know why. Don't wanna look, I wanna close my eyes. Seconds of my life rolling by. Maybe if I take a step.
Just doesn't he look more comfortable while he's freestyling the verses too? That just like his body language and how he's doing it. It's interesting. And the voice is like he's deeper. I'm just going into like the different takes. You can tell from the vocals the different takes, even though it's mixed together and whatever. There's a difference.
Then I'm gonna be fine. I've been feeling lost, I don't know why. Don't wanna look, I wanna close my eyes. Seconds of my life rolling by. Maybe if I take a step, then I'm gonna be fine.
Hey, yo, it's some bullshit, but you can't let it damage you. I've learned sometimes to rely on the mechanical. Like even though I don't wanna go for a run, if I put them shoes on, I can get it done. Don't think about them, put them on, lace them up. Go to the door right now, don't get stuck, turn the knob. I know it's taking all of your energy, open it and let the sun rays come through, that's the remedy, yeah. Put one foot in front, the other keep marching.
To take one, and then the chorus, see the chorus ends. Maybe if you just go and take that step, right? That's kind of the ending line of the chorus. And then he talks about, don't think about the hard stuff, the things that you don't want to do, like running, and then goes into actually taking the step. Like the way he ties the chorus into this verse is super dope.
Right now, don't get stuck, turn the knob. I know it's taking all of your energy, open it and let the sun rays come through, that's the remedy.
And also these are the moments that are hard, right? Like, and it's trivial. It's trivial, obviously, like going to work out when you don't want to work out, right? That's trivial. But the metaphor overall, it slides in very seamlessly, right? The running every day is just like feeling those negative thoughts, even though you don't necessarily think you should, or even necessarily feel that way overall. They just come in and exist for those days, and then but sometimes those thoughts or that whatever that feeling is a daily routine that you need to push through, right? Like running. It's dope.
I know it's taking all of your energy, open it and let the sun rays come through, that's the remedy, yeah. Put one foot in front, the other keep marching, yeah. I know right now your soul is starving for some kind of inspiration, but the inspiration won't come until you start to get the job done, yeah. I've learned over...
The inspiration won't get it done, the inspiration won't come until you start getting the job done. What, like the inspiration, like you can have a thought, you can have an idea in bed, right? Is that inspiring? Is that really inspiring if you just forgot it when you woke up? Right? I feel like people might have a, it's a different or interesting relationship with what they consider to be inspiration. A dope idea saying I'll do that tomorrow, is that inspiring? Isn't inspiration or inspiration something that's new or something that excites you, that's something that gets you going? right? It might get your mind going for a little bit, and then you sleep, and then you forget it. Is that really inspiration? Are you really inspired in that moment? Or are you inspired when you're actually doing something? Like, you know, when Mac is on stage, right? I mean, afterwards when we chat after the shows and stuff, like, that is some of the highest feelings that he's felt, right? Or for me, when I'm on Omegle and someone's giving me a crazy I'm going in, I'm feeling dope in the freestyle. So they're reacting crazy. Or when I'm live, when you guys are going crazy with the fire emojis, or you know, when I go out and actually into the streets, and I'm sure Harry feels these in different states, and everyone else, like an artist, like a drawer, might feel that inspiration while they're drawing, right? And the inspiration for the thought of the idea leading into the drawing inspires more. Right. Inspiration, I guess you could consider the first thought in bed, or the first thought when you're just sitting on TikTok or whatever. That might be inspiration, but you let the inspiration fade. You let the inspiration die out instead of letting it build upon itself. That I mean, he just said the inspiration won't come until you start getting the job done. And I mean, I went on to this whole tangent, but let's get it.
But the inspiration won't come until you start to get the job done. Yeah, I've learned over time, I can't wait to be struck by some type of lightning out the heavens. I would give up. Man, I gotta manifest it on my own. Get up on my run and slowly start to find my zone. Yeah,
I've been feeling lost, I don't know why. Don't wanna look, I wanna close my eyes. Seconds of my life rolling by. Maybe if I take a step, then I'm gonna be fine. I've been feeling lost, I don't know why. Don't wanna look, I wanna close my eyes. Seconds of my life rolling by. Maybe if I take a step, then I'm gonna be fine.
Yeah. Fire. I love that we're getting hooks, you know, it's not necessarily all freestyle. The hook in that one, for example, isn't a freestyle. He took time to thought. I've been lost, I don't know why. Da 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 da. The melody's dope. Let's get it, man. Fuck This Fear is next. Fuck This Fear is next. We got two more. It's super dope doing one of these first time watching it without any prior knowledge of any part about it, actually. Besides that, the comments think it's dope. I couldn't hold myself back from that one. It was tough enough having, you know, because, you know, we have the team Google Drive and whatever, having the files on the hard drives and then seeing you post it and not watching it, seeing reactions being posted, like shouts out Queso, you know, I'm about to check your reaction out after this. I need to wait until I actually do it. Omegle 55 is similar. I need to wait for myself to react to it before the reactions, because even with Omegles, when I've seen it once before, I can't be seeing it 3, 4, 5 times, right? I got to do it the second take. But this being first take is super dope. Shouts out to everyone chilling with me. This beat.
Yeah.
All verses improvised off top in one continuous take with spaces left for.
Damn. Said fuck this fear.
Again, fuck this fear. Same.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Listen.
I did know the titles. Just to clear the air. I knew the titles of the songs.
Yeah. I said fuck this fear. Why you always up in my ear, making me feel small, wishing I could just disappear? Why you always make me doubt myself? Why you make me damage?
Is this fading into black and white, or is Harry fading into black and white, like a grayscale? The color, the edit, yeah. Look at that, Sam. Shouts out Sam for the edits on these, man. He killed it with Rap Coltrane too, but this one has a different vibe to it. I really fuck with this little fade of Harry into grayscale.
Said fuck this fear. Why you always up in my ear, making me feel small, wishing I could just disappear? Why you always make me doubt myself? Why you make me damage my mental health with these substances? You kick back, cackle like you love this shit. Why you making obstacles and never wanna see me rise above the shit? In this rap game, you know I wanna win it, but you talking in my ear, trying to make me feel timid. Got me terrified to put a fucking song out. Make me wonder if I'm really on the wrong route.
Got me terrified to make me put a song out. Wonder if I got the wrong route, right? Freestyle. Harry's just blown up, right? In the grand scheme of things, like he went viral in 2017, right? The 2017 viral circuit with Harry Venice Beach, Joey Badass, Kendrick, and then you know some of his other like the 106 106 in Park sessions, right? A bunch of those went viral as well. That was all kind of 2017, 18-ish. That's only 4 years ago now. Right? And Omegle Bars, Gorilla Bars is only 2 years ago. Slightly less than 2 years ago. Harry's been freestyling for 18 years or 19 years or whatever it is. Somewhat 20 years. And okay, he started, you know, when he's 12. So when you're 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, you know, those ages you're not really aware or truly deciding what you want to do in your life, right? Like you might have dreams, or some people actually do know what they're about. They stay on that track and they know even earlier sometimes. You know, they know even earlier. But even that, like when you're a child, do you really know? Or did your parents and people around you just put you into that path? And then for the lucky ones, that path is actually the path that they probably would have chosen anyway. Or one of the paths, because I think everyone has one or like a couple things that they could potentially do if they're you know trying to go chase their dreams or do what motivates them the most, right? So, regardless, in both scenarios, even if you were doing it since you're a child, you reach an age where you decide if that's what you want to do. Right, I think of Tiger Woods for whatever example, because since 3 years old he was playing golf and whatever, and you know he went on to do it. But 3, 4, 5 years old, you don't fucking know. You don't know. Your parents are gonna show you, and maybe your parents are super understanding of child like psychology, right? And they can understand what gets that child going the most very early on, or whatever. I don't want to, you know, I don't want to talk badly on any parent. It's not even a bad thing. It's just what it is. Like at 3 years old, that kid's not gonna know, and it's the parents pushing them. And maybe the kid actually likes it, and the parents see that, and that kind of builds until you decide, okay, this is actually what I want to do. That's crazy that my parents put me down that path like 15 years ago. Those people are lucky, right? But regardless, there's that point where you're in your mind thinking, okay, this is what I want to do. And for Harry, I'm sure, as a hip hop head, as someone who, you know, studied the game, knows everything about it, like freestyle rapping never really became mainstream in what we consider mainstream currently today. I guess if like the underground New York rap scene in the late 80s, 90s, freestyling was big, right? And I guess maybe that is what mainstream was in hip hop. But in mainstream, it's like country, whatever. Like, can you achieve actual success freestyling? And, you know, Supernat, I don't know how much MC Juice did in terms of touring or performing. You know, I know Idea definitely did some freestyle sets. So I like, but all of these people, either they're not as big in music overall, in rapping overall, just because they did freestyling mostly. Or, for example, King Los did a lot of written albums. And I'm sure Idea and Supernat have albums. I'm not as familiar with their catalog. I just know them from freestyling. So, what I'm trying to say is when you're 12, 13, 14 Harry, looking up to Wu-Tang, you know, The Roots, Nas, all these people have albums. They wrote it. It's not off top. They thought about it. They took their time. They did go through the tedious process of crossing that word out, shifting this couplet, shifting this 4-bar phrase, maybe doing this verse first instead, and then maybe changing that. Like, you know, writing. There's a lot of thoughts that go through your head while writing just one bar. And that process is not something that you know, Harry fucks with or fucks with as much as freestyle. And maybe he wouldn't be where he is today if that's what he thought that he should spend all of his time on. Because it's not what makes him feel the dopest. Freestyling is what makes him feel the dopest. If you're going to be one of the best at what you do and people really respect you and whatever, what you do is going to be the thing you want to be doing most of the time. I'm sure there's examples I can't think of where that's not the case. But 99% of the time, it's what you feel the best doing is what's going to connect with people. And we got here, fuck this fear telling me like, oh, making me scared of putting out a track. That's why I went on this long ass tangent. Sorry. And going through that, oh, should I do an album? Should I, write something down? Should I, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna perform freestyling? Is this really a thing? But now he's actually doing that, right? And he's still having these thoughts. Like, why are these still here, or why were they there in the first place?
Terrified to put a fucking song out. Make me wonder if I'm really on the wrong route. Feeling like the wrong guy. You don't ever think my songs fly. Limiting my growth like a bonsai. What's the fucking issue?
Limiting my growth like a bonsai? Sometimes he just throws these like left field bars that are like not necessarily related, but kind of, right? One example that I'm thinking of, grip the microphone like a what was it? Grip the microphone like I'm flexing, or fuck, I can't think of it. But I know he had this one random bar when he was doing a deep dive into an emotion like addiction or whatever it was. And he just threw this random bar. He does this, but limiting my growth like a bonsai, because you cut a bonsai tree, you don't let it actually grow to what it will be. You cut it, you form it, put it in its box, the box that you created, but maybe that's not the box that the bonsai wants to live in. And in this case, it's a metaphor for, your mind and what you're doing.
Yeah, I be yelling, limiting my growth like a bonsai. What's the fucking issue? Yeah, I be yelling when I diss you. Why's your power misused? Why you all inside my head, making me wonder what's going on?
Why is your power misused? Like, why? You got this power to make me do, to make me think, to make me do what I want, or do what you want, to make me act, right? In everyone. This is not just Harry. This is like in everyone, right? These are just thoughts that go in your mind. Why are you using that power? Why are you misusing that power? Like, why are you making me just sit here doing nothing? Like, it's funny. I was just listening to this podcast on free will, a podcast series on free will, and it's something that's very interesting to me. I'm not going to go all the way into it because this is already looking like a long reaction. We're not even halfway through the video, but free will is a very interesting. Well, I'll get to that later. I don't want to go on a whole free will tangent. Does it exist? Does it not? That's the type of things that I like to think of. And this is so heavily related with that. This theme is so heavily related with that in my mind right now. Like fear. Why is your power misused? Why does it exist in the first place? We don't even have control over it. Anyway.
Why's your power misused? Why you all inside my head, making me wonder what's going on? Got me opposite of flowing strong. When you round me, everything is steady going wrong. I can't seem to find my bearings. Yeah, why you run my life like you running errands? It's easy for you. Wish I could just kick you out my life and stop believing in you. But dog, it seems like it's true. When you say it, man, you say it with conviction. Got me comparing myself to other artists and wishing somehow I could be better. Damn, hey yo, the games that you playing is clever, man. Motherfuck this fit.
Yeah, said the shit just isn't right.
The games be playing together. I'm curious if he's gonna go into this fear is actually the same thing. The positive thoughts. That's the source. The same source of the fear is the same source of the positive thoughts, and the negative, the push pull. But right now he's focusing on the side of that instead of going into that it's all the same thing. He's going to the side of that's negative, that's fear, that's making me compare, sit here wishing that I could be better. And this is scary, honestly. This thought is scary that Harry still is just like, I gotta get better, right? And he's already the best to do it. Like I've been saying this since early Gorilla Bars. This man is not going to go down as the best freestyler. He's going to go down as one of the best rappers. And there's no the best rapper, right? So one of the best rappers is the highest place you can get to. And then it goes to individual favorites of certain people. But he will be in that upper echelon tier. He already is for me. I might be biased. But I don't think it's going to be a question, 20 years time, 30 years time, that this man's going to be there with MCs, with rappers. It's not just freestyle. That's like saying Steph Curry's the best shooter ever, even though it is true, and I don't think it's a backhanded compliment like some people do. But there's a lot of that talk going around. Steph Curry's one of the best basketball players of all time, right? Harry Mack is not just the best freestyler of all time. He is going to be he is already, and by I think by somewhat consensus, he is going to be one of the best rappers of all time when it's all said and done. Anyway, let's
myself to other artists and wishing somehow I could be better. Damn, hey yo, the games that you playing is clever, man. Motherfuck this fit.
Yeah, said the shit just isn't right. Stab me in the chest and then you twisting up the knife. Turn my brightest days to my bitterest nights. When I see you, you can get it on sight. Fuck this fit. Yeah, said the shit just isn't right. Stab me in the chest and then you twisting up the knife. Turn my brightest days to my bitterest nights. Yeah, when I see you, you can get it on sight.
Turn my brightest days into bitterest nights. When I see you, you can get it on sight. And this hook, I'm vibing with this hook too, man. Like this is giving me like, you know, I could hear 50 doing this hook, right? Now, obviously not about this topic. I think does 50 have like vulnerable songs like this? I don't know, but I could just hear 50's voice. Like that's the vibe I'm getting from this hook. Like,
yeah. Said the shit just isn't right. Stab me in the chest and then you twisting up the knife. Turn my brightest days to my bitterest nights. Yeah, when I see you, you can get it on sight. Fuck this fit.
When I saw you coming, homie, I should've ducked. Cause you always telling me that I ain't good enough. Yeah, see you when I'm looking in the mirror. You the reason why my vision opposite the clear. Get the fuck up out of here. You the reason why I went too hard on the shots and the beer. You the reason why the bomb was getting loaded, lit up, and then cleared on the daily. You the reason I'm damn near crazy. You be acting shady.
Again, with the weeds thoughts, right? The addiction, the being dependent on something. But now what it like, and you know, this is a conversation that I've had with Mac before in terms of like addiction and weed and what, because you know I smoke before streams and whatever. I never got to the point where I'm doing it, you know, morning to night, right? Like wake up, pack a bowl. Like I've never been that kind of smoker. But I do smoke regularly when I'm at home, when it's available, and generally before my streams or before my Omegle sessions, I'll smoke. And I've never had this relation. Like, you know, I felt it creeping there, and then when that happens, I'll stop for whatever tolerance break and whatever, and not let it get to a place I don't like it to get to. But clearly, Mac let it get to a place where he didn't like it. Right. But what I was going to talk about was in terms of what I actually talked with Mac about is life is just managing addictions, right? Whether it's good or bad, right? And choosing the good one, quote unquote, what is good and bad anyway, right? Choosing the good ones versus choosing the bad ones is what gets you to places. And I think it's me and I have this obsessive personality with things, and I know he does too. So you know, when you get that way with a bad thing, it leads you that way. It kind of takes over. When you do it with a good thing, that takes over, right? And life is just about cutting the bad things and choosing the good things. But before that, understanding what is good and bad for you in the first place. But anyway, let's get it.
I went too hard on the shots and the beer. You the reason why the bomb was getting loaded, lit up, and then cleared on the daily. You the
the reason I said that is because I'm like, should I quit? Like, is this, you know, Max quit, a lot of people quit, but there's a lot of people who you know, it works completely well, right? Seth Rogen, Snoop Dogg, you cannot tell me they don't seem like happy ass people, successful as fuck, doing what they're doing. Wiz Khalifa, and all these people. So you know, that's why everyone needs to understand it's individualized, for you, and understanding what makes you tick and what makes you talk and what makes you write only twice the day versus being lockstep with the pocket. Anyway, let's get it.
Clear, get the fuck up out of here. You the reason why I went too hard on the shots and the beer. You the reason why the bomb was getting loaded, lit up, and then cleared on the daily. You the reason I'm damn near crazy. You be acting shady, always trying to push me down lower, telling me I'm not a dope flower. You don't want me to be a grower, a developer, or an evolver, let alone a problem solver. I know it's all words in this bullshit, but still it feels like you aiming at me with the full clip. You got my mood explosive. Yeah, spent a long time on the video. Now I don't wanna show this. Scared of getting noticed. Scared to have a voice. Wonder if I'm just gonna disappoint. Wonder if my parents disappointed in my choice. Wondering if I can ever make it. Man, I can't get rid of all this noise. My life is something I should enjoy.
I can't get rid of all this noise as he hops over the bar line to end that phrase to just technical writing stuff, freestyling stuff, I guess. But that's not why I stopped it. Like, he's getting deep right now. I wonder if my parents are disappointed with this choice. Should that thought affect me? Why shouldn't it? Why should it? Right? Or do people want to see this? Is this good or not? He's talked about this in the past before. You know, I watch the Omegle bars and then I'll order it and decide, you know, what generally decide what goes out. If there's something that he wants to switch specifically, there might be comments here and there sometimes. But he says it's easier. It's easier for him to just go on Omegle, do his shit, right? Do his freestyles or go on the streets, do his freestyles, and then have me or you know, a third party, someone else. Or I guess it's a second party at that point, right? Decide what should be posted and not be posted and all that, because he doesn't like, he'll overanalyze the shit out of it and not put it out, or maybe or you know, think about, should I put it out and all that. And you know, it's about putting systems in place for you to mask your weakness, or not mask, but not let your weaknesses take over, right? But he's still now feeling about it in these own more personal songs as well, clearly. Oh shit, what happened?
Scared of getting noticed, scared to spend a long time on the video. Now I don't want to show this, scared of getting noticed, scared to have a voice.
I feel that too. I've edited a video, I'm like, do I even want to put this out right now? Like, it's not up to my standards, right? I have so many clips in my hard drive of Omegle sessions that I've done that I haven't put out. Shouts out to future Patreon content. Stay tuned. But yeah, there's so much shit that exists in my hard drive, and I'm sure with Harry it's even more. I'm just trying to personalize it for me.
I'm on the video, now I don't want to show this, scared of getting noticed, scared to have a voice. Wonder if I'm just gonna disappoint. Wonder if my parents disappointed in my choice. Wondering if I can ever make it, man. I can't get rid of all this noise. My life is something I should enjoy. Why you acting clever, acting coy? Damn, got me scared to have a fucking conversation. Terrified of every confrontation. Motherfuck this fear.
Yeah, said the shit just isn't right. Stab me in the chest and then you twisting up the knife. Turn my brightest days to my bitterest nights. When I see you, you can get it on sight. Fuck this fear. Yeah.
Also, doesn't this hook give you Contents Under Pressure vibes? Doesn't this? I mean, obviously, Contents Under Pressure is Harry MACK, so there obviously, you know, but still, like, this hook in particular gives me the vibe I felt like with his not ad-libs, but like his back. I guess it is an ad-libs. It is an ad-lib. It's giving me Contents Under Pressure vibes for sure.
Stab me in the chest and then you twisting up the knife. Turn my brightest days to my bitterest nights. When I see you, you can get it on sight. Fuck this fear. Yeah. Said the shit just isn't right. Stab me in the chest and then you twisting up the knife. Turn my brightest days to my bitterest nights. When I see you, you can get it on sight.
Did he layer the hook on top of itself, or is it just an effect? I mean, it's dope. It sounds like there's like two Harrys singing it. Maybe did he do it twice? I don't know his actual process of how he edited and mixed it and all that, but it's dope.
Turn my brightest days to my bitterest nights. When I see you, you can get it on sight. Fuck this fear.
Oh,
here we go.
Done with that one? I feel like all lyrics pre-composed in my head. So this one's actually not a freestyle. Well, I guess it is. This is Jay-Z style. Just means you didn't write it down, but you thought of it, right? You thought of it. He might have done it in a couple takes, to get to the one take, right? He still did this take in one take, but he might have. I don't know. I'm just assuming that he might have, you know, tried it out here, tried it out there, like did it a couple times, and then he got what he wanted in that one take. But just the beat itself gives you a like the evolution of the beat selection is super dope. The first one was slow. The second one was slow and emotional, but like more like aggressively emotional, right? Dun-dun-dun. Like it's. Let's listen to it a little bit.
Wonder if I'm just gonna disappoint.
Like you have the keys, the soft keys and the melody, but the boom bap is so.
Wonder if my parents disappointed in my choice. Wondering if I can ever make.
Like that beat is so dope, and then now we're in like a more upbeat or positive type vibe, but still not all the way upbeat and positive. Right? It's like you're coming out. The sun is coming up. but you're not all the way there yet. It still has that.
Come on.
I don't know. You guys know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anyway.
1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah. You know what's going on, man?
Same.
Hey, turn your volume up. Listen.
What did the parentheses say?
You know what's going on, man? Hey, turn your volume up. Listen. Listen. Come on. Yeah. Hey, yo, first things first, peace to the people. Tapping in every Friday to peep the amigos.
Hey.
Watch the gorillas and check the
Shouts out Sam. That was super dope. Hey, peace to the people. Now we're shouting out the people too.
to the people. Tapping in every Friday to peep the amigos. Watch the gorillas and check the behind.
Shouts to the people. Tapping in every Friday to peep. Like people, peep the amigo. So fire.
Behind the bars, they rockin' with me through and through, though we miles apart. And I've been grinding hard to align my stars, hoping the game.
Grinding hard to align my star. Ooh, this song's hitting crazy right now.
Went through, though we miles apart. And I've been grinding hard to align my stars, hoping the game, holding my name in high regard. I know it's coming. Ask when, guess we soon to see. Never signed a label deal, I'm building my community. Cause I've been sick for my whole life. With the flow maneuvers, rappers only sick for a day. Like a COVID booster.
You're only sick for a day like a COVID booster? Right? Because you get COVID, and if you catch it, you can still catch it, but you're only going to get sick for a day. Shouts out me. Shouts out me just the past 1 or 2 days. I don't know. Like, it's I couldn't get a test. I need to get tested. I don't know if it's COVID because I didn't have any like loss of taste or smell. But like I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. But slightly congested. I'm not like sick and down with energy, but like I'm slightly congested. Who knows? Who knows if I have COVID or not? I gotta get tested. I will though. I'm getting the booster soon this week. But anyway, that bar is fire.
When guess we soon to see.
I guess we soon to see that I'm gonna blow up. When? I don't know. We'll soon to see. I ain't signing no label. Building my community. No, I don't need that pen. That's actually crazy. No pen for freestyles, but like tying that no pen concept overall to not signing on a label, building the community is kind of fire too.
Holding my name in high regard. I know it's coming. Ask when, guess we soon to see. Never signed a label deal, I'm building my community. Cause I've been sick for my whole life. With the flow maneuvers, rappers only sick for a day. Like a COVID booster. Choking like virginous lungs, smoking hookah. I remember having no money, felt like the brokest loser. Took the past, flipped it, made it better like a dope producer.
This is, hold up.
For a day, like a COVID booster. Choking like virginous lungs, smoking hookah. I remember.
Choking like virginous lungs, smoking hookah. Coming from COVID booster. Because what you smoke, you choking on virginous lungs. If you have COVID with the opposite, if you have COVID with smoked up lungs, you're going to die quicker. You're going to die quicker, but now I got the COVID booster. I'm only going to get, or like the COVID booster, they only sick for a day. They're choking on with virgin, like it's just the connections are insane.
Sick for a day, like a COVID booster. Choking like virginous lungs, smoking hookah. I remember having no money, felt like the brokest loser. Took the past, flipped it, made it better like a dope producer. And now
took the past, made it better like a dope producer. Yo, this song is already one of my favorite series ever. Oh my god. And I'm not even hating on the other track. I'm just saying some tracks hit harder than others, and they could all be dope. This one is crazy. Like COVID booster, and then you going into choking. Like that's the rhyme schemes in there as well. Like the pen of it. Brokest loser. Took the past, made it present. You take the samples, and there's a dope ass sample in this song, this beat too. Take the samples and made it better. Like a dope producer. Come on.
Now everything is going smoother. It's about progression.
Hold up.
Flipped it, made it better like a dope producer. And now everything is going smoother. It's about progression.
You could also tie that to addiction, because a dope producer took the past, made it better. I guess the past doesn't relate as much to drugs, but whatever the past materials were, like, right, you could apply past to present literally in anything, like a plant growing from a seed to a tree, from past to present, or you know, from the plant to a drug. Past to present, took the past and made it better like a dope producer. That's insane, bro.
They made it better like a dope producer.
Because it ties to the whole weed and addiction stuff from before as well.
Now everything is going smoother. It's about progression. Cause I was stuck in a deep depression. I made mistakes, had to heed the lessons.
It's about progression, deep depression, cause it's just like now the dope producer double is now tying in so much deeper throughout the verse.
If you got plans to stop me, keep them hidden like a sneaky weapon. Stepping and correcting, I'll silence you like a PP7. Rappers beg for mercy, but I show them none. Kill the game with one bar like a golden gun. Thinking you can match my...
See, this is a bar that I got. I cheated on this one. I know someone. I read GoldenEye. I was like, oh fuck, scroll through. Like I know GoldenEye is in the comments, so I didn't know what the bar was. But Golden Gun has to. Like I haven't played GoldenEye. I literally. It's probably a lie to say I've never played a minute of it, but I know I've never had like a long ass session of GoldenEye in my life. I might have never actually played it and only have watched someone else play it in front of me. Because yeah, I don't. So any GoldenEye reference, that Golden Gun is what made me think of the cheat. I saw GoldenEye in the comments. But I've never played it, so I can't really catch these bars, but it's insane.
Sneaky weapon, stepping and correcting, I'll silence you like a PP7. Rappers beg for mercy, but I show them none. Kill the game with one bar like a golden gun. Thinking you can match my artistry, try me. My brain hold a lot of ammo like a RCP-90. My verse skills and ability.
That you could try me, RCP-90. The flow right there too, and another, I'm guessing, GoldenEye reference.
My brain hold a lot of ammo like a RCP-90. My verse skills and ability prove if you stall, you get hit like first kill in the facility level. I take y'all back to the 64 era. Rappers running scared, everything I spit is raw terror. Now I'm playing. They know I'm all about smiles on faces, keeping my inner child creative, leaving crowds in wild amazement. And next year it's going down, we gon' span miles like Davis, that's a fact. Announcement coming soon, stay tuned. I think it's time these whack rapper phones made wrong.
See, announcement coming soon. Stay tuned. The tour, Miles like Davis, right? He's mentioned, yeah. Announcement coming soon, baby. So pumped, so pumped. The smiles, now it's talking about the community built, the smile, the logo, the business growing. 22 with announcement coming soon.
Back, announcement coming soon. Stay tuned. I think it's time these whack rapper phones made room for iMac, the Steve Jobs of MCing hard. Step into my shop, I'm about to drop another genius bar. Got
every bar in this one, bro. Steve Jobs with the lyrics hard. Step up to my shop like a genius bar, or what he said, like the genius. That's what they call the fixers in the iMac. But Mac, the MacBook Pro, the Mac. Let's run that back.
Announcement coming soon, stay tuned. I think it's time these whack rapper phones made room for iMac, the Steve Jobs of MCing hard.
For iMac. For iMac. But obviously iMac, the Steve Jobs of MCing hard.
Into my shop, I'm about to drop another genius bar. Got him lapped top of the year. They gon' be mad shook. Want me for.
Got him lapped top of the year. But laptop. Whew.
I'm about to drop another genius bar. Got him lapped top of the year. They gon' be mad shook. Want me.
Got him lapped top of the year. Got him lapped at the start of the year, bro. I already done lapped you. First day, January 1st, you're already lapped, bro. I got him lapped top of the year, bro. Yo, with one genius bar. He's following that up with...
Shop, I'm about to drop another genius bar. Got him lapped top of the year. They gon' be mad shook. Want me for a feature, but the problem is the Mac's booked. I am the best.
I was gonna say MacBook, but he said the Mac's booked. Another...
Gon' be mad shook. Want me for a feature, but the problem is the Mac's booked. I am the best. My fans attest.
Facts.
I'ma leave you and your man impressed.
I'ma leave you and your man impressed. Let's go.
Facts. I'ma leave you and your man impressed. Looking in the mirror like damn I'm fresh. I've been doing high level work like a standing desk. That means the flow is uplifted.
Still laptop Steve Jobs MacBook bars. I'ma leave him stand up like a what was it?
I've been doing high level work.
High level work like a stand up desk. Come on.
like a standing desk. That means the flow is uplifting. Rappers claim they got it, I'ma show them what's missing.
Uplift. Shouts out to the company Uplift. Y'all know from behind the bars 3 moving studios. Let's go back in the day when we was moving studios. Shouts out to the people catching that bar real quick. But yeah.
That means the flow is uplifting. Rappers claim they got it, I'ma show them what's missing. Look inside my brain and my dome is just visions of us taking over. You don't know, then just listen. Stop drinking IPAs, but still smashing. Cause I'm the infinite poetry assassin.
Stop drinking IPAs, but still smashing. 1, smashing like getting drunk, right? But 2, smashing. I'm sure there's like smashing. There's some sort of smashing IPA. Whether or not he meant it as a double, it don't matter. Look, not only 1. I guarantee you, there's like 15. I don't know. I'm exaggerating, but tell me how many smashing IPAs exist with the title, with the name smashing or smash within their beer name. And if it's 0, call me out. I'm just assuming there's something.
And my instrument properly adjusted.
An IPA instrument properly adjusted. Insane.
Know the internet probably accustomed to off-top everything reaction-based content.
Internet probably accustomed to off-top improvised. Come on, bro. Come on. And see, this is, you know, we've seen him do this freestyle and off top. Obviously, there's 0 filler here. But he said before this song, this pre-composed, right? Jay-Z style. So he thought of, I'm sure he thought of a couple IPA bars going into it and was like, all right, I'm gonna use those. You know, MacBook, iMac, I'm probably gonna use that. And maybe he just let the uplifting kind of flow freestyle. I don't know. Again, I haven't talked to him about this. This is just my own understanding of how I think he might go about it if he's just thinking of a verse. Because you're not gonna sit there and think of every single word in the verse, but you're gonna think of like, okay, I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna, like, instead of 3 words, let me think of like 8 directions that relate to this topic and then kind of tie them in there. Like, I don't know if he has an outline. I'm guessing there's no pen to paper in his process, but like in his head, I'm guessing that's how it's organized. That's how I would go about it. I've been thinking about it a lot in terms of like, okay, how would I make a track if I could? Like, I don't like writing either. Will I ever get to the point where I'm doing free? Like, I'm getting to levels where I feel like I could connect a whole verse. Now it's about cutting out filler and seeing Mac do a lot of these processes, and he's been doing it a lot longer. But seeing it, the possibility makes me excited for, like, you know, 5 years down the line where I might be. So these are just thoughts of how I would go around making verses. So maybe this is not his actual process, but this is how I would go about it.
I know the internet probably accustomed to off-top everything reaction-based content, but as long as there's still places I haven't gone yet, I'ma stay hungry, walk with me through the process. Trust me, we gon' blow up soon. That's a bomb threat, raw, fresh lyrics, keep busting speakers.
Busting speakers coming off of, that's a bomb threat. We're gonna blow up soon. That's a bomb threat. Acting like you ain't blown a mil on TikTok, 1.5 mil on YouTube, 2.5 mil. I don't know if he's at 3 yet on Facebook. I know he's over 2. I think it's over 2.5. Blow up soon. Still, see, and that's what's scary about it, man. About this whole mixtape is just like, he's still getting better. He still has doubts. Will he get to the point where he has no more doubts? Where is that point? That's where I want to see. Does that point even exist?
There's still places I haven't gone yet. I'ma stay hungry, walk with me through the process. Trust me, we gon' blow.
And it doesn't exist because there's always places that you haven't been. See how that connects?
Places I haven't gone yet. I'ma stay hungry, walk with me through the process. Trust me, we gon' blow up soon. That's a bomb threat, raw, fresh lyrics, keep busting speakers. Kicking my own style like custom sneakers. From ye rustic in to crushing theaters. It's a wild feeling when you
from what?
Like custom sneakers. From ye rustic in to crush.
From ye rustic in. Damn, that's over my head. But also using process to rhyme with bomb threat, like trust the process, you'll blow up soon, and the process part of his description, like that relates there as well.
Speakers, kicking my own style like custom sneakers. From ye rustic in to crushing theaters. It's a wild feeling when your fans rush to greet you.
Shit is wild,
yeah, insane flows when duplicated. performs.
wild,
Keep it positive, stay dope in truest form. Even though I maintain hope all through the storm, I ain't trying to claim it's all rainbows or unicorns. Ain't trying to keep it cheery and erase tears. Cause honestly, my theory is embrace fear. Lead my team to greatness. Clearly ain't no fakes here. Y'all just playwriting, but we serious as Shakespeare.
Y'all just playwriting, but we serious as Shakespeare, bro. Build my team. Let's go.
Trying to keep it cheery and erase tears. Cause honestly, my theory.
Hold on. Get back to the unicorn bars. Yo, this song is one of my favorite songs all time. Like, I don't want to like overreact immediately, but like I don't say that every time I hear something either. Right.
Unicorns. Ain't trying to keep it cheery and erase tears. Cause honestly, my theory is embrace fear. Lead my team to greatness. Clearly ain't no fakes here. Y'all just playwriting, but we serious as Shakespeare. I'm going Hamlet, blood on my hands. I fought my demons.
I'm going Hamlet, blood on my hands.
The death for interrupting my
Hold up.
Shakespeare. I'm going Hamlet, blood on my hands. I fought my demons to the death for interrupting my plans. My first jam was about sweeping dust in a pan. Now I'm sweeping the competition. They can't fuck with me, man.
My first jam was sweeping dust in a pan. Damn, I don't even get that one, bro. I'm sure it was like, I don't know if it even exists. He might have talked about it, but yeah, dust in a pan. I'm sure that's the title of his first rap, or somewhere around there. That's crazy. Interrupting my plans, just adjusting my man. Like the rhyme schemes. That's why I made those double stank face after cheery. Cause he said, "It ain't cheery. I'm not gonna erase fears." And then he said, "We serious as Shakespeare," right? Cheery and erase fears, right? 7-syllable. But he did that a first time, then second, then third time. Like the amount of denseness in these rhyme schemes, and then the flowing into the next one. It's just like, that's why Kendrick, Andre, Eminem, these guys are in there, because they use different voices. They're not scared to go to different voices. They're not scared to dense up the rhyme schemes. They're not scared to break out of it. They're not scared to go to every emotion. There's a lot that actually relate when I start talking about my top tier of rappers, and it's been something I think about a lot. And Harry Mack is already in there for me. And, there might be some old school rappers that I don't personally have there just because I haven't studied all their lyrics and their songs, and they might be there, that they're just not there yet for me, because I need to actually do the work to put someone in there for me. But yeah, man. Anyway.
And was about sweeping dust in a pan. Now I'm sweeping the competition. They can't fuck with me, man. We was eating Lunchables, man. Drawing Vader and Jabba the Hutt with some crayons. I was dreaming of a bunch of fans up in the stands. I'm just glad haters ain't leave my dreams crushing the sand.
This is fucking. See the contents under pressure vibes with new version of Harry. He's gotten to his album writing with his freestyle energy, bro. He's gotten to his album writing with his freestyle off top energy, right? And I think that's what was missing. And not that Contents Under Pressure isn't dope, because it is, and still They Told Me is one of my favorite songs ever as well. Because he gets there, but he doesn't get there as consistently when he's at his top freestyle energy, like the energy of his voice, like just how he's giving it his all, right?
Lunchables, man.
And this is still like pre-composed. This is still not full freestyle, like improvised in that moment. So like he might not even be like, I mean, it's tough to even level up anymore, because I already said this is one of my favorite songs ever. But I feel like that energy is just getting so much more consistent with the written level. His denseness in his pen with the story and message he's conveying is pretty unmatched.
In the competition, they can't fuck with me, man. We was eating Lunchables, man. Drawing Vader and Jabba the Hutt with some crayons. I was dreaming of a bunch of fans up in the stands. I'm just glad haters ain't leave my dreams crushing the sand. I dare say.
And he was doing that rhyme scheme since all the way back, since in this verse.
Been the GOAT since I was drumming on my high chair tray. I was at a time parents heard my snare play. Now I express myself through rhythm in my rare way. You gotta love it, man.
The high chair tray, because on his tray
snare play. Now I express myself through rhythm in my rare way. You gotta love it, man. Love to the fans that came through the bill with me. Last couple years had us moving so resiliently. Had my soul ill, are you feeling me? Raw thoughts from the spirit, yo, these are my Soulilloquies. Wow.
There you have it, my friends. Thank you so much for watching.
Insane. This video is an hour long on an 11-minute fucking video. 12-minute, I guess. Insane. I don't have a lot more to say. Stay tuned for My Stranger Flow. Stay tuned to Amigo Bars 55 breakdown. I think I still need to do Gorilla Bars 19C. These past couple months, it's been slow, but we're picking it back up. People, stay tuned. iKaanic, Con Crew, iKaaniacs. Shouts out to Dimitri for the name. We out.